Video game hunting. People still do that? Creepy. I don't get any Wi-Fi here, so I could be passing over something good. So I'd show you guys. If anything good I'm passing on, let me know. I want to look up this one, but not sure. Looks good. I am picking up this one. This is a cool shirt. God of War 3. The actual shirt itself is pretty old looking, so it's a bit worn for me. So we've actually done alright in there. I'll show you the stuff I bought to resell. Got the Dead Zone, $2. Should go for about 10. It's also one I want to watch. And this is a good find. I always grab these kids titles if they're in good condition. Give Back Christmas, the Hooly Doolies DVD. You're gonna be scoffing at that. But DVD and CD combo, one sold earlier this month for $29.95. It's not bad for $2. I'm trying to bridge out a bit too. I was looking at the shirts. I saw a cool God of War shirt, but it was just in, like, you could tell it was really well worn. I did see this Holden Racing one. I thought it's pretty nice. It's got a nice embossed on the back. I originally just saw that Xbox, so I thought, hey, Xbox. But I'm not sure how much that'll go for. Maybe nothing. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, next up shop here, Wounded Heroes. Go in and see if they have anything. No sausage sizzle today, unfortunately. Bit of a dreary day. Got a lot of DVDs and CDs here. I'm gonna pick up these two. This tape should do pretty well. This is cool. I think I had this WWE DVD board game. Hey, a Steam mod. Some decent finds in there. Probably my favorite find was a $2 coin that I found on the ground. Yeah. Next up shop, Lifeline up here. See if they've got anything we want. Good selection. Scarface. Not seeing heaps that I want. I'll have a better look around. So nothing special. Couple of Gem and the Hologram DVDs just to sell. Other than that, nothing special. The next stop here, Lifeline Super Shop. I really like the look of this store, if nothing else. Hopefully they have something. That's a horrible park, Catherine. Alright, I'm at this up shop with Big Grump. Already found some cool stuff, some PS4 games. I'm not going to dive into the DVDs just yet. I want to have a bit more of a look, just to skim over to see if there's more games. So I do see some, like some Buzz, some Wii Fit, some Just Dance, so I'll have a proper look to see if there's any more PS4 games. Would be really cool, ideal. Oh, hey, I remember when this was worth almost $100. Now it's not even worth picking up. La La Land, brand new. Might be worth picking up. So look through all of these movies. Quite a lot. Lot to look through. A lot of good stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of it was scratched. I had to leave it behind. This is the stuff that I hopefully be picking up. It's all $2 each. Don't touch me.
Doing it anymore. I'm not doing it right, so I'm not doing it.
PS1. Nothing amazing. Stuff I've already got. Don't need. I wonder if they looked up this Yamaha receiver. Whee. I'll stick with the DVDs. Pretty swanky salvos. Cool stuff here. Prices are kind of weird. This stuff is cheap. Other stuff I was interested in, maybe this, $5. This one I was interested in, $5 too, so I'll pass on those, but I'll definitely grab them. I'll keep looking around, let you guys know if I find anything else. Okay, let's show the pickups. I didn't think I bought as much as I did, but clearly I've bought a lot more than I thought I did. We'll start with RSPCA in Wacol. It's just near my work. I don't stop there as often as I should. Usually because I have to pick my wife up from her workplace immediately after I finish work. But I went there and didn't have a whole lot. I bought a couple books that I won't show. And I did find this. I'm always looking for new avenues to get into to try and sell things. And I thought, hey, this was, I think, $3 or $4. Not too expensive. It's a Holden racing shirt from 2003. It's got Holden Racing Team on the back, which looks pretty cool. The thing I saw on this was Xbox. I thought for $3 or $4, I'll try selling it. See if it sells. I did go to the Goodna area. We went to all the op shops around the Ipswich area over the last weekend, and we did find quite a lot of stuff. We'll start with these two things here. TDK SC180 Sharp and Clear. These are videotapes, blank cassettes. Not cassettes, blank tapes. 2 3-packs. I quickly looked these up. These were $3 each. Someone sold a set just like this with 2 for 3. 2 with 3 each for like $50, free shipping. So I thought, for $6, I'll give it a go. At the Lifeline in Goodna area for $1 each, I grabbed Goodwill Hunting, brand new sealed. One to sell. And this one, which I thought might have been a bootleg, but the more I looked up some listings too, and they all seem like this. I Saw the Light, the story of Hank Williams. For anyone who doesn't know, he was a country music singer who had a heart attack in the back of a car that someone was driving him to a hotel. And by the time they figured out he was dead, he was already stiff. And the disc looks weird. I'm not sure about it. But it is a real DVD disc. Usually bootlegs don't come on real DVD discs. They put them on like CDRs or whatever. I looked up online. It seems like they're all like this. It's a Region 1, but it's got MA15 Plus on it, so I'm gonna try playing this in my own DVD player, and if it doesn't play, then I'll just throw it away. It was only $1. It does have good resale value, though. From an up shop in Bundamba, U2's War. I found some good sales for this, so I thought for $1 I'd grab it. It's got some good songs on it. Sunday Bloody Sunday. Cool find. Also in the Goodna area, went to the cash converters. They didn't have a whole lot, but I had bought these things on their web shop. For $5 each, we have Call of Duty World War II, PS4, that's going in my collection. Assassin's Creed Chronicles for $5 as well, PS4, it's also going in my collection. I think I might have this on the Vita. I'll probably sell this if I do have it on the Vita. Need for Speed Underground, good one to take to CEX. $5 for that. And the best one in that lot, Forza Horizon 2 for the Xbox 360. Not a hard game to find. All the Forza games sold very well, but for whatever reason, this one seems to hold its value. It's worth about $35, so for $5, really good price for that. That'll be one to sell. I don't remember where I bought this stuff. Just like just random picks when I was thrifting around Ipswich. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Might have been $1 or $2, I'm not sure. Always a good one to sell. Not worth heaps, but it does sell pretty quickly. These are $2 each. Gem the Hologram, Volume 1 and 3. These are long out of print. And people are into their 80s cartoons. Yeah, they do buy these kind of things. I'll do well on those. I always do well on old cartoons. A cool one here. Give at Christmas the Hooly Doolies. If you ever find good condition Hooly Doolies, Wiggles, High Five, stuff like that, like old Australian children's television stuff, just look it up. This was $2 at the RSPCA. I must have bought it with the shirt. And I looked this up. I think one of these sold for $50 not too long ago, so for $2, I'm not keeping it. I'm selling that on. I never watched the Hooly Doolies, even as a kid. Stephen King's The Dead Zone, a film by David Cronenberg. Probably not one of his best-known movies. I think people more know The Fly and maybe Videodrome, but I think this one is supposed to be pretty good as well. Stephen King and David Cronenberg does seem like a pretty good combo. I've never seen this one. It's got Christopher Walken as the main as well. Like, it seems like this has all of the ingredients that would make a good movie. So I'll give that a watch, see how it is. At the Lifeline, just near where I live. These are $2 each. Show the CDs first. Akadaka, AC/DC, Fly on the Wall for $2. Really good deal on that. Doesn't go for a heap of money, but it is cool to find. I'll probably give it a listen in my car before I sell it on. Another one of the Hooly Doolies, Roll Up, Roll Up. This one's also worth quite a bit. All the old Hooly Doolies and Wiggles stuff is. I think the thing is, it's collectible because people grew up on it and they want their kids to grow up on it too, but it's hard to find discs in good condition. Because they were kid stuff, and kids just wreck shit. And this was a cool find. I want to try and find a way to play this before I sell it on. I don't collect PC games anymore, but R.L. Stine Goosebumps Escape from Horrorland. This is a full motion video game based on one of the Goosebumps books. I've never played it. DreamWorks Interactive, which is very interesting. I guess maybe they made the Goosebumps show. 2-disc set though. Really cool. Really, really cool. It's got some value too. I think it might be worth about $30. That seems to be what it's selling for. Not released in Australia, which is what makes it very interesting to find in an op shop. But you do find that kind of stuff every now and again. It's a very cool stuff to find. Save that stuff for last. I went to a Lifeline in, I think, Booville. It's a store that just reopened not too long ago. I've been there 3 times. The first time I got heaps of stuff. The second time I found nothing at all. And this time I found heaps of stuff. Actually, no, I think not all of this is from that store. These things were from a different one. I think, yeah, these. This must have been from there as well. Okay, so let's say all of these were $2. This was $2 too, so it must have been from there. Nope, no it wasn't. Okay, all of this was $2 each from the Lifeline in Booville. I've gotten a bit turned around here. We've gotten caught in a rut. We've got some good stuff here. Silver City, this always sells when I buy it to sell it. I've sold 3 copies of it since I started buying and selling DVDs. It's an Australian movie. It's up on my channel if anyone wants to watch it. I guess no one cares about the copyright. I do want to start doing that again, like making videos for old Australian stuff. But it's hard to know which is things that people care about the copyright for or not. It's like, I have no idea who made this. No idea at all. I think all of these are to sell. X-Men Evolution, the complete 3rd season, which is pretty cool, but it's not Australian. It's Region 1, so I don't know if I'll have much luck selling this. Region 1 stuff can either do well or not. Amadeus, good one to sell, always. My wife wanted to watch this. A Haunted House. This looks absolutely horrible, but my wife wanted to watch it, so we'll watch it. An American Haunting. Donald Sutherland, Sissy Spacek, good actors. Not sure what kind of movie it is, but we'll give it a watch. I mean, obviously it's a horror movie, but I don't know if it's a good one. These were the first things I saw, and I was hoping that I'd found a jackpot and found heaps of PS4 games, but as I continued to dig, it was clear that there was only these ones we have. I mean, for $2 each, I wasn't going to leave them. Marvel Avengers, I think I have this on my own collection. This is like a Peggy Sue kind of game, where you see this character here. Hang on. That's not an Avenger. It's very strange. It's, there's this new chick they put into the Avengers. She's not in any of the movies. They just put her in this game, and she's an Avenger now. I don't know. I've not played it. I've heard it's not a very good game, so I probably won't play it. I'll hold on to it just to give it a try. There have been other games where I've played them and enjoyed them, despite hearing bad things about them. But we'll give this a try. Honestly, I'm not too attached to the Avengers. I only saw one of the damn movies. So I don't care if they're putting in characters and whatever. Rainbow Six Siege, I'm not sure if I have this one. It's not worth anything, and I knew it wasn't worth anything when I bought it. I think it's one of those ones where you really need to play it online to get the most out of it, and I don't tend to enjoy those kind of games as much as other people. I like single-player games for the most part. Lego Marvel Superheroes, I'll compare this to my own copy, but I have most of the Marvel games on PS3. I'm not actively trying to get any of them anymore. I've got enough. But for $2, I thought I'd pick it up. And the rest of these are movies. La La Land, brand new sealed. One to sell. Jason X, I like this movie more than others. It gives me very much Event Horizon's kind of vibes, and I like Event Horizon. I don't know, it's like, people always complain about different slasher movies, but they're just stupid, fun movies. If you don't like them, fine, but the people who like them, and I like them. Critters! I've never seen the original Critters. I've only ever seen Critters 2. So I'll give this a watch. I believe Critters 2 is the better one, but I'll give this one a watch as well. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I found a copy of this the first time I went into this store too. Always a good find. I think the disc was in pretty good shape. Oh, nah, it's not. CX Witchy. What store would have you now? Coraline on DVD, always a good one to pick up. Always a very easy $18 free shipping. Disc is mint. What a brand new sealed copy up too on the eBay. Just always held its value. And Grind, which is also one that has always held its value. I don't think it's an Australian movie. I don't think so. No, it's just a movie that has a lot of weird cameos. Like, I remember Jackass is in this, Tom Green, Bobcat Goldthwait, Kane Hodder, who played Jason. Just really weird cameos in this. I'm not really sure if it's a good movie or not, but I'll give it a watch and then we'll sell it on. It's worth a bit. And this stuff was all from the Salvos, which also opened up recently in the Bundamba area, because remember, all of that stuff flooded early this year, and so a lot of this stuff has only opened back up within the last 3 or 4 months. The damage was that bad, unfortunately. But all of these were the prices on them. Dark City Director's Cut, Blu-ray there. I like Dark City. It's not one of my favorites, but it's a pretty good movie. That's one to sell. I grabbed Keeping Up Appearances, the complete first and second season, and the complete series 3 and 4 for $1 each. I'll be selling them as a pair. I've sold Keeping Up Appearances season 1 and 2 for, I think, $17 or $18 by itself in the past, so as a set there, should do pretty well. The Witch, not one with great value, a pretty good movie, but I should be able to get $10 for it. I've sold it in the past. Never had this one before, the Tammy Romance Collection with Debbie Reynolds, Leslie Nelson, Sandra Lee, and Peter Fonda. Interesting. I've never watched these, never heard of them before this, from 57 and 63. I guess it would be interesting to watch an old Leslie Nielsen movie because his voice never changed. But for $2, thought I'd try and give it a sell. And probably the best find there, Fuller House. Should be able to get almost $40 for this very, very easily. Complete first season. You gotta watch out, the later seasons aren't worth much of Fuller House, the reboot series. But the first season, I guess it went out of print. So it's worth watching. I'm sure you can watch it on some streaming service, surely. But, I don't know. And the rest of this stuff was all from Pennywise. We'll save them for last. There's some DVDs here. Tom Sawyer. I watched this as a kid. It's interesting. It's Tom Sawyer with cats. I read the book when I was a kid too. There's obviously no Jim in this one. At least they don't call him what they call him in the books. But it is an interesting movie. It's got a bunch of country music singers, and the music is actually really, really good if you like old, like 50s and 60s country music. I remember it not being bad when I rewatched it, but I haven't watched it in years and years. Star Wars Droids, which is cool, 95 cents. You always get $12 for that. I think 15 would be a bit high, but $12 is... I've always sold it for 12 anyway. I've never seen this, but just based on the cover alone, it looked very interesting. Baby, Secret of the Lost Legend. I'm not picky when it comes to movies, especially not for 95 cents. If this is just some, like, dumb kids movie about these kids that discover a dinosaur, that sounds cool to me. Betsy's Wedding, no interest in that. 95 cents, unless the wife wants to watch it. It's just one to straight sell. Unfriended, Dark Web. This one was a bit more expensive, $1.95. I've never seen this one. I remember it came out a few years ago. I heard it was a pretty bad movie, but we'll give it a watch. Once Were Warriors. I'd say this is one of my favorite movies. The two main actors in this are really, really fantastic. The mum and dad character. Yeah, it's about this guy who he quits his job or he loses it. I don't think he explains it too much. And he starts drinking heavily, and he was always drinking heavily, but he starts drinking heavier since he lost his job because now he can just have keggers every night, and he's abusing his wife, he's abusing his kids, and it's kind of the story of how his alcoholism affects their family and at larger the community around them. It's a very good movie, very intense acting. Flying High and Flying High 2, the sequel for 95 cents. I think Feature Man is in this. If anybody watches Feature Man on YouTube, I think he's in one of these movies as an extra behind the... He's in a mental asylum as a character there. Judge Dredd, I've got 3 copies of this to sell already, so I'm probably going to stop buying copies because they're not selling very well. These are ones that were selling really, really well a couple of years ago, but now there's heaps of copies online. They're all in the $10 region. You probably can't get any more than that. It's like you buy this and you list it, and your copy is one of 100. So you gotta hope that someone sees your copy out of 100 copies. And the rest of these are all games. Some really good games here. A few for my own collection and a few to sell. The ones I plan to sell are going to more than make up for the combined cost of this stuff. So for $9.95, all of these were $9.95. We have Injustice 2 Legendary Edition. I don't have this in any form, so I guess it's good to get it as the Legendary Edition, which has all of the DLC on the disc. Not sure how much it's worth. Good game. I like the first Injustice anyway. Tales of Berseria for $9.95 as well. I've tried some of the Tales of games. I think I tried Tales of Symphonia on the PS3, and I got 4 or 5 hours into it, and then I kind of lost interest. There are people out there who are really, really into these games, but I figured for $9.95. I've been enjoying Ni no Kuni on the PlayStation 4. I know they're not overly similar games, or actually, yeah, they are kind of similar games. We'll give this a go, see how it is. And the rest of this were DS games. I had other ones that I left behind. They had a Harvest Moon game for $20, but I figured I don't want to spend $20 on a Harvest Moon game. But we grabbed these 4 Nintendo DS games for $9.95 each, and we've got some good ones here. Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyan. This is a Dragon Ball Z RPG, like a card battler. $9.95, really good deal for that. I think I'll get about $30 or $40 just for the cart. This is the one I'm keeping. Dragon Ball Origins 2. I have the first Dragon Ball Origins, but for whatever reason, this one is really, really hard to find. I just never have any trouble. I have lots of trouble finding this one for whatever reason. I keep flipping it over. Yeah, $9.95 there. We have this one here. Dragon Quest. I'm trying to read it through the viewfinder. Fuck, I can't read this through my normal vision. Dragon Quest. The Something of the Heavenly Bride. I only remember that because I actually have this game already. $9.95 for that. I think this is like a $200 game complete. It's not cheap. So loose cart, I'll do really, really well on that. And the best one there, I wish I had some other Pokemon games. But for $9.95, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. I had another loose cart copy of this, and I paired it up with a loose case and manual that I had, and it was like one of my proudest collecting moments, being able to connect to them and cure a stage of my OCD. But $9.95 for that is also a fantastic price. I think I can get $100 just for this cartridge alone. And that's it. Thank you everyone for watching. Excuse the box, my cat likes to come into this room and she just wrecks boxes. I'd rather she be scratching that box up than scratching up the couch, so I just leave it there. That's it. Thank you for watching. Woo. See you at my house, bidding you farewell. Have a good one. Guys, it's even better than I thought before. I was checking my collection because I know I had Explorers of Sky. I just wanted to check again for whatever reason. Weirdly enough, I don't know if this came in 2 different versions, but this version isn't sparkly. This version is. You can see it on the camera. I'm really not sure what the deal is there. But I opened this up thinking, oh, do I have 2 copies of this game? But no. This is a loose copy of Deep Labyrinth, which I also have complete. So I guess, guys, I will be throwing this cartridge into here and turning a $9.95 game into a $150 game. There we go. I guess that pays for everything I bought this week. Very good.